Pastor Kwon, you're
Yeah.
the Adventist mission coordinator for the Northern Asia Pacific region,
Yes, I am.
and you have so many different mission programs going on in your territories, but I'm particularly interested in the Pioneer Mission Movement, which is basically a missionary program within your division
Yes.
sending missionaries.
Uh-huh.
How many Pioneer Mission Movement pastors are there?
Well, as of now, we have 44 missionaries.
44.
Yes.
Now, most of them come from Korea, but also from other countries,
Yes, one pastor came from Taiwan to Tokyo,
right?
another one from Tokyo to Korea.
Okay, now, what is the purpose of these missionaries?
Well, we have a global mission pioneers, but they almost all of them are lay local leaders.
Working among their own people?
Yes, but global pioneer mission movement missionaries are the regular ministers.
Right, so they're already trained as pastors. Now they're moving cross-culturally. What sort of preparation do you give them for their mission work?
Well, already they do have a 4 or 6 years ministry training in the college and graduate school. And then we give them 100 hours of special missionary training, like how to face the cultural differences, how to meet the special area, how to plant new churches in the new territories. We give them 100 hours of training.
Good. Now what about language? What do they do about language?
Well, their term is 6 years. First years of them is totally language training only.
So they do a year's language training in the country where they go?
Yes.
Right. And how do they do? Do most of them do pretty well with the language?
Well, as everyone knows, Korean may be the last people to learn the language. But yeah, for example, the college graduated pastors, even though they studied 3 years language training in the middle school, another 3 years in the high school, 1 year in the college. But when they ask, do you speak English? They say, no, I cannot speak.
Right.
Even though they studied 7 years.
Yes.
But it is very much wonderful to see that within 1 year of language training, they fluently speak the language. They can preach and they fluently teach the Bible in new territories or new countries' language.
Well, I've met Pioneer Mission Movement pastors in Taiwan, in Mongolia, and here in Japan.
Yes.
And it's astounding to me. Now, of course, their kids tend to speak even better because
Much
they pick it up
better,
very
much
quickly.
better, yes.
Pastor, you must have seen some miracles with these pastors. They are making a difference. Can you share with us just a little bit of what they are doing, what they are accomplishing?
Well, first of all, as they are sent to the local church, there is no local church yet. They are
Right.
basically sent to where there is no church yet. And sometimes they worship just only wife and pastor and their 2 little kids.
That's where they start, with nothing.
Yeah, they start.
Yeah.
For several months, the little kids ask me, Daddy, why do you have a church so little? Why we don't have any church members? They start from that point, but they see the miracles within 1 year. They do have 10 members, or 20 members, or 30 members. It is a real miracle.
And it's exciting to see the growth personally in their own experience. I mean, some of these have been pastors of big churches in Korea.
Yes, that's true.
And suddenly they're coming to absolutely nothing. And
That's another cultural shock for them.
I'll tell you that, yeah, because, you know, with respect, Pastor Kwon, pastors in Korea are treated like kings. and suddenly they're coming to areas where they're not known, where they're not respected, and it is true frontline mission. Pastor Kwon, you have only limited resources. How many more Pioneer Mission Movement pastors would you like to put out in the field?
Well, my issue is to send 1,000 PMM pastors overseas.
Yeah, it'd be
You know, the
wonderful,
challenge
wouldn't
is great.
it? Yeah.
Like in Japan only, the population is 127 million, but we have only 70 or so local Japanese pastors. The ratio is 1 Adventist pastor to 1.3 million. So we need more pastors to come. As I see the field, really harvest is ready, but we don't have workers. Here in Japan or in Taiwan, in Mongolia, in mainland China, we need more workers to be sent.
Well, Pastor Kwon, it's exciting to see what's happening, and when you see the challenge, you think it's too big, but nothing is too big for God. Sounds like a cliche, but it's true.
Yes.
May God richly bless you and your team and your mission ministry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.